I've discovered something really awesome for anybody wanting to be able to sharpen their knives really quickly and or just knife sharpeners, period. But this goes for everybody, you know, anybody who has a kitchen basically. So back in the day, I was testing a lot of the ruby stones, but they were difficult to get sometimes and you couldn't get them in the sizes you wanted. Sometimes they were very expensive, but now there seems like there's an abundance of them. So this is ruby stones. So they're very similar to ceramics, which I always recommend. Ceramics are amazing, but this is like a ceramic on steroids. It cuts faster and it leaves a far more aggressive bite than a ceramic ever has for me. Now, I have some of the bench stones coming. I'm gonna do a full video on all the ruby stones, but because I'm waiting to see the consistency between the stones with those, I'm not gonna talk about those right now, but what I am gonna talk about is the rod, because this seems to be very, very consistent and they're very affordable, but because they're rubies, and rubies are like the second hardest thing on the planet, they can cut any steel. This is a Vanax. And if you look here, you'll see like this is dull. And I'm talking about like super quick. You see, this thing is completely dull, completely dull. This thing really quickly, just a matter of seconds, I can easily bring this thing back to sharp and or keep something staying sharp for much, much longer. Now, depending on the amount of pressure you put, this is more aggressive than a ceramic. So it will cut fast if you put pressure. But as you can see, with just a few seconds of passes, look at how fast that was. We got, see, this one is also very, very dull. Now, a ceramic can work the same way, but like I said, this seems to cut faster and leaves a significant amount of bite, even more so than, that is very sharp. Wow. It's crazy how little effort you put in to using one of these. Like, it is so crazy. Like, even less than a ceramic, and ceramics are really easy to use, but because the rubies, and these are made with real synthetic rubies, because they're like a 9 out of 10 in hardness, that allows them to be much harder than the steels or the carbides that are in your steels. So in your kitchen, if you had one of these, you can keep all your kitchen knives and chef knives nice and sharp for a very, very long time before having to do like full-blown sharpening. And who knows, you might even be able to keep them sharp indefinitely with something like this. This is the equivalency of a 3000 grit. But man, I'm very, very impressed with them. Like I said, I do have a full video coming very soon with a lot of in-depth testing that you guys will be able to see.